It's Week 10 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Alexander Madison. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Bucs and the Titans, and it's coming up next.
DA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they come in just in an absolute freefall, losers of 7 in a row. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by a third-year pro and 3rd overall pick from North Dakota State. He battled injuries early in his career. Try to stay healthy now. That's Trey Lance.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry now for Pierre Strong. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Here's Madison running on first down. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing now is Lance. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. And it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. You talk about this Titan defense. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the... Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And bringing them out is one of the most exciting players in the NFL every season. A former MVP, it's Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 16 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, first down. First carry of the game for Zamir White. He'll get this up to about the 44. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Bucs will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. From midfield, here's Lance. That'll be caught by Parker. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. The Buccaneers at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Automatic first down.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And that's a gain of 6 on the first down run. Now Lance throwing on second down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw, it's Lance. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, and it's fourth down. Here's Chad Ryland now on for the field goal. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. They'll start out here with the option left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Still second down.
After the encroachment penalty, here's 2nd and 5. On the option right is Jackson. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. That will go for 9 yards and a first down on the keeper.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. Cook on the toss left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Holding offense. What's he talking about, Rep?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They'll go up the middle with White. There's a nice move. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Here's Jackson. On the left side, a catch by White. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walk the ball of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Give up the middle to Strong. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out of there. Powering forward. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And it'll be Titan football. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season, and right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves, but with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs.
Now Cook hit and he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They run straight ahead here with White. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down.
Encroachment, defense.
A pretty big 3rd down mistake right there.
No doubt about it, and everyone's going to be upset. But they have to get out of this now and go ahead and play. They could have someone come at them in a big way on the next down.
Cook following the penalty. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Jackson. He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. And it's Tommy Adebawore in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Santos' kick is up and through, and the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
That's on the tackle, Braden Smith.
Running from the shotgun with Madison. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. They get 1 yard back there to make it 2nd and 14. Straight ahead is Strong. And a nice game there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Well, that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now.
And Lance now to throw. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a 4th down.
And take it right on the 30. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And out will come the offense as they take over.
So here are the Titans to take over on offense.
They lost 7 in a row coming into this ball game, but lo and behold, they have the lead here as this drive begins. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Jackson.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
Marcus Epps there on the tackle. Now 2nd and 5.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. Now a give up the middle. This is White. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he simply wasn't ready to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
3rd and 5.
Now it's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Now Lance. They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And here's Fryermuth again.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts.
Lance looks to throw again.
As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And it is caught and brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Gage as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. In that first half, we were treated to a stellar performance by quarterback Trey Lance. He has a touchdown pass, and that amounted to the only touchdown of the game for either team thus far.
This fielded right at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. Well, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Starting the third quarter with Cook.
And a short pickup to about the 25.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 56 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up second down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Automatic first down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads goes to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Here's Jackson to throw.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. And
he's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 5 there as his safety blitz lines up paying off. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. Santos' kick is up and through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for the 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right. He struggled, especially in that 1st half. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 37 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Throw to the right, held in by Addison.
No gain, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it.
And he's going to have the hook up to Gage.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defender to grab as well.
But a good point there is they were able to connect.
83 yards here for Madison. He's got a 1st down.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
False start.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Here's Lance.
And that is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing now is Lance.
Hard throw, incomplete.
defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Jackson going to keep it running right. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. To about the 48-yard line.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety, being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it. I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game. I like that, MVU. Well done.
It's now a 3rd and 4. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Lance on the bootleg. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7. And Lance going to throw. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Here's Madison running left. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Holding offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw, it's Lance. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10, just missed that one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. So it's a quarter that saw these two teams trade field goals here as we've reached the end of 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And they will take over 1st and 10. Tennessee offense set to go again. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, finding much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start on the ground with Strong. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. Here's Strong one more time. And he'll get it out to midfield. That's a spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Give up the middle to Strong. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And Lance now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all. Slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend.
Very much so. And that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun, Lance. A short one there to Fryermuth. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. This is Chenault on the receiving end. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they'll go for it. Lance. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
3rd down and 10. Now Lance. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. And a Tommy Adebayo picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. So 7 yards for the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pena now as he's on for the 5th time here today. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the 2nd half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Over the middle, complete to Addison. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Here's Lance to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
In motion is Chenault. On 2nd down, a run with Strong. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Shotgun now for Lance. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Titans are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. After the interception, here's Jackson. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Jackson now. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee. But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And that brings up 3rd down. Now Jackson. And he can't get a throw up. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here we go. This is 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that was picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumble can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So out come the Bucs now. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that 1st down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. Lance to throw for it on 4th down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bucs 1st down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. Down to a knee goes Lance, and that should just about do it. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Tampa Bay, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.